Welcome to another Real Connection. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, sweet, juicy, amazing, incredible Saturday. Because Saturday is that day when we finally get a break from the stressful work week. Say it's always a blessing, a big bang to always come back to a real connection, talk truth series. Because say me not go through the week and I say, God, no, I can't wait for Saturday to talk to you people. Them guys, I'm not telling them, I love come here, man. Wonderful show. So me missing it still. Even me feel like God know, me don't want to Saturday, don't know. God know me missing it. And guess what? I always come with a little treat for you. God know, me not telling you. I always think about So me have a special gift for you out there. Don't worry yourself. Tonight, me have a guest like none other. None other. Not even last week guest is like this guest. Different, unique. He's an author and a single father. He currently owns and operates a business. His daughter, Amayah Palmer, is also an author, and her book is entitled Amayah's Life. She is 7 years old. He is motivated he is motivated to keep making strides as a father and a businessman as he shares his story transformation with the world. So tonight, guess is none other than Mr. Corey Palmer. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
hey, man, what's up?
I'm here just chilling. So how is your day so far?
Not too bad. Hey, been a heck of a day though, but I had a whole event going on today, and just got back home from doing that today though, man. So yes, busy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not telling you still. Tonight, me that look forward for tonight, man. Me that look forward for tonight. Because story of transformation, single father. Yo,
Yes.
it's really a story to behold. So now, where did your story started? Look like we're having some technical difficulties.
Hello. There we go. Can you hear me?
Are you hearing me?
Yes. There we go.
Yeah, so I was wondering. So I was saying, where did your story started?
My story started. I had my daughter the last 4 years, and my transformation though, I came from the streets though. Literally came out the streets to raise my daughter by myself. The last 4 years. And when I say transformation, I really have a true story of transformation. And with my daughter, when I got her when she was 3 years old, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, my transformation story started about 4 years ago with my daughter. And when I got her and she was 3 years old, I came out the streets and everything, had to make a path for my daughter and create a whole platform for her. So with that, I wrote my first book beginning of this year. And I started writing more books. My daughter came out with her book 2 weeks ago. By me raising her since she was the age of 3 years old.
Whoa. But in the streets, what was it like in the streets?
It was fun when I was younger. It was fun. It was when you young. I joined the streets. I was like 12 years old. I started selling drugs. I was 12, running the streets, so selling dope, different things like that. But as I got older, my daughter was born in 2013, and me and her mother had two different lifestyles. So I had to make a path though for her to separate the streets though. And then when I did that, I had to grow up out here. separate that though and give a foundation for my daughter. And the streets though, it's fun when you're young, when you doing everything out here. But once you have a child, especially a daughter, and a little girl is a prized possession to any father out here. And one thing when I say having a daughter changed me the most. It makes you more sensitive, makes you more caring, makes you more understanding. You can have a son, but a son ain't gonna make you change your ways. A daughter will.
Me get what I say, cause when you have the son now, yeah, say you have a show little junior the ropes or the thing, so he can take over from me. But when you have a little princess now, yeah, say no man, we can't make she see this as you can't make she see them lifestyle. It's like when you
Right.
have the daughter, it's like you become more delicate and you actually get that. Me don't know that little sweet soft spot there, cause me feel like you ever watch the monk them when them all broke on rock. They always find the soft spot for broke the rock. It's like when we hard and we get that
Yeah.
daughter there. It's like she find the spot for soft and hard, quick and fast.
Girl, when you a man, you have to be softer because being hard with a girl is not gonna work. You have to be emotionally, you have to be tied to her that way. She's a future queen. You have to be able to sit down with her and nurture her. Me being a single father, I had to learn how to nurture my daughter. Because I didn't know the nurturing part though. Because as a man, it don't come natural at all. You have to learn to be nurturing and everything with your child. And I learned that over the years. And now my daughter's 7 years old. So daddy been having her since she was 3 years old. She's in second grade now. So now the transition and everything is that way. So it makes it a whole lot more easier to guide my daughter now to what I'm doing with my businesses and the books. And once my daughter see it, and then she had a book out herself, it's like, Daddy, you showed me how to do it.
Yeah, whoa. So you said at the age of 12 you started selling drugs.
Yes.
Were you also partaking in it?
Yes. I mean, I started 12 years old. I started selling drugs. I was smoking weed. I probably tried every single drug I heard. And I used to sell all type of drugs though. Then from there, I started selling other things though, and got into the black market out here in the streets so young. But at the same time, it cost me jail time. I graduated from a jailhouse school. But that's the lifestyle you create though. One thing about it though, if you want to be in the streets though, the streets is there for you. They recuperate you every single day of your life. But the problem is once you there, but once you have something to look forward to, the streets ain't fun no more. Like when my daughter was born in 2013, I had to sit there and figure out a way to get myself. So I already knew where her mother stand at though in life. And I knew her mother wasn't gonna be there. So when I did everything I did at the age that my daughter was, now my daughter's 7. I'm happy with every single choice I made though. Now, because now I can look back on my life with my books and my story and tell people and inspire people like I was doing earlier at the business event. I had earlier today sell my earrings and my books and everything. Telling people my story. My daughter's right there with me. People are like, man, no man, you came a long way. I'm like, yes. But see, it's easier to talk
Mm-hmm.
about it when you're not living it no more. Because it's hard to tell somebody when you in the middle of the street, so hey, you should get out the street, so they ain't for you. When you outside looking in, you seeing what's going on out here and how things is going about. But you guys sit there and make a
Seems like we're having some technical difficulties on his end. I'm not sure.
worry about it
So,
no more. There we go. You hear me?
hello?
Yes.
So you can hear me. So, you said that you chose to go in the streets at about, I'm not sure, you didn't tell me the age, but when and why did you decided that the streets will be your playground or your place?
And when you grow up in the neighborhood you grow up in, At the age I was, it was like recruited to the streets. It was like it was natural though. My cousin then ran the gangs though. So at 12 years old, I watched my older cousins in my herd doing this in the streets though. So it's at my front door. So I was 11, 12 years old and looking at the fascination of gang life, blood life, this drug money and all that as is a form of, hey, it's what I'm gonna do. But when you get in it though, it's when you find out how it really is, I heard. And then older you get, if you don't start transitioning from it, it's gonna take you though. It took me on up until me get my daughter full time to actually stop doing everything. Because when my daughter was born, I was still out here on the streets. I was still selling weed and everything. I ain't gonna lie. Until I got my daughter full time, that first overnight stay past the weekend, when that Monday came and realized ain't no weekend daddy no more, it's full time. I said, hold on, I gotta make a change to her. So I stopped. You know what? And realized. And then that 6 months later, I got my daughter full time. In that transition right there, 'cause I knew it was coming, and I felt it was coming. And everybody who around me knew that I'm gonna get my daughter full time. We ain't no win. So when it happened, it was like, bam, God bless me with my daughter full time. I never looked back since. My daughter's 7 now. So these last 4 years, being daddy growing up, daddy sitting there getting everything together for her. And now 2020 come in, daddy wrote books.
Yeah.
She got her book. Daddy run her own business now with earrings and shirts and everything else now. So now my daughter sees everything that I took her from. Now she's exposed to like, wow, daddy, I see them. And today at the event though, we had the event earlier today. She's seen it more and more now that I'm out here doing it with her hands on and showing her this is the way you're supposed to do it. And at 7 years old, my daughter got her first book out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, at such an early age, you were looking up, you said your cousin who was in the business before you. So, yeah, look up to this cousin. But was your father around, or your cousin was the only male figure you had at that time?
Oh, I had my stepfather, which is my daddy though. He was raising me. But when you 12 years old and your friends and cousins them is out here in the streets, so being in the hood, being in the area growing up, that's what happens. So, you get recruited to the streets, it's fun. It's a hobby at first, so running around the streets though. It's cool, smoke a little weed. It's fun. Take that 12-year-old to high school. Then the high school, then I'm fighting, I'm gang banging though. Then I'm selling drugs at the bathroom though. Then I'm getting locked up at school though. Then I go to a jailhouse school. Life get real then. Then you 18 out here in the streets though. Then you like, okay, I ain't got no education. But jailhouse school, what am I gonna do? Pick up a few jobs. That's cool. Leave the jobs, go hustle some more. Then you start being repetitive though. Then you end up,
Mhm.
meeting somebody who you have a baby by in the streets so with you. You're like, okay, that's cool. You got your Bonnie and Clyde relationship. No, it's cool and all, but then you realize you got princess out here, man. And your daughter's watching you. Man, my daughter at the age when she was then, she was 3. My daughter seeing, I'm like, hold on, I gotta take away from this though. This ain't life for her no more. I'm in my 30s. I'm 35 years old now. I'm almost
Yeah,
40
man.
years old. You can't be in the streets no more. Almost 40 years old. Ain't in school no more. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, and then
Yo, you have to give thanks for that blessing that you
oh, most
got,
definitely.
because that transformation was all caused by that little princess that you got.
Yes.
Yo, I'm sorry for, I'm so excited that sometimes a little of my Jamaican come out. So, but like, the thing is, sometimes we don't finally reach that level of maturity or transformation until we get some level of responsibility.
Right.
And whoa, and you have proven that responsibility, a child can transform your life.
Yes.
Whoa. The thing is, what really amazed me, is the fact that you decided. It's not that you could have continued the life where you live, but you decide to say, yo, I stop this, You have my
Yeah.
little sweet little princess. She may take care of now. But you said that your father was around when you decided to go in the gang or mix up in the streets. What was his response to all of that?
Oh, see, my father, my daddy, his response was, "You live by the gun, you die by the gun, man. You will be out here. You can't live with me. You can't live with me." So one thing with it being said, though, I had to move in with my auntie and my family. But see, my family knew it though. But the crazy thing about it though, nobody could do nothing with it though because I made my choices though. I made every choice I did though by myself, took responsibility for it. And now I look at myself now. I'm 35 years old, covered in tattoos and everything. And I look at myself now. I was just talking to somebody at the event about that. I said, I wish I could change the tattoos and everything, change the gang ties though. But now I can talk to somebody in a positive light and let them know that I came from the same place you come from. I can go to a jail and talk to somebody. I can go to a church and talk to somebody. I can go to a school and talk to somebody. I can go right on the streets and talk to somebody because of me being part of the environment that we all come from. And that's one thing. Yes, I have my daddy right there. I have my mama right there. But because you have both parents, there doesn't mean a child won't stray away. A child goes stray away by choice, though, not by force, though. We choose to
Mhm.
be forced into what we choose to be, though. Same way the slave mentality with the streets, though. Like shackles and chains, though. We was in shackles and chains to go out here to be in shackles and chains, though. So I wrote about it in one of my first books. But that's the gang life. And that's the joy of sitting there, running the streets, though. But when you do it, it comes with consequences, though. And I, I,
Mhm.
I could name 50 deaths though from the age of 16 to now that I know who died.
Whoa.
I can name four on my street right now that died. So it's
Whoa.
like in the day, that's what comes with it though. But at the same time, we ourselves put ourselves in these boats though. Nobody say, hey, you black people be in the streets though. No, we sit there and say, hey, it's cool. That's what we gonna do. You know what? But then when it start getting real out here, you should have realized that what you're
Mhm.
doing is not gonna make it no better for yourself. But most people run in packs and they crew though. See, I don't have no crew no more. Everybody know disassociate themselves with me though. They still cool with me. But see, one thing with me, I run by myself a lot. So
Mhm.
when I did do it, it's by myself only. When you got 10 people in your circle with you, and your circle ain't gonna sit there and rock with you though, you gonna sit there and end up sticking with your circle. So one thing
Mhm.
I learned a long time ago, if I'm gonna do it, I do it by myself. If I'm gonna take a bid, I go down by
Mhm.
myself. But see, it's also made it easier for me to step away because I didn't have everybody, in my
Mhm.
circle with me though. So when I did choose to step away from it though, it made it easier to do it without
Mhm.
having to go through it the other way because I'm gonna do it by myself. Now,
Mhm.
everybody who see me now, like, hey Corey, man, you doing good, man. You raising your daughter, man. You got these books out, man, bro. I'm proud of you. Thank you. But I gotta give my blessing to God though first,
Yeah,
and
man. Yeah,
also,
most definitely. Most
definitely.
definitely. The, But you said something about being first in a crew and stuff like that. Isn't there like a rule where if you leave the crew, you have to leave the world for good or something, some path that you have to take, like you can't really betray the crew at all. So how were you able to leave? Or is it just a myth that there is actually something weird that says if you leave the crew, you have to leave the face of earth?
I mean, depending on what said and what you go, what's the rules on them, what the
Hmm.
ground rules of that. I denounce
Yeah.
myself. Anybody know I denounce myself from the Bloods, and I've been denounced myself from the Bloods for the last roughly 8 years. You know what? But it's tagged on my body though. For one. Well, also when you denounce yourself, though, you don't participate in none of the none of the ties no more. I don't affiliate with nothing at all no more. I don't deal with nobody with no type of ties. I don't do none of it no more. But also the respect that it comes with though came from the fact being that it knew it was coming when I did it. You know, and one thing I can say now though, it's still tagged on my body to this day. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but at the same time though, I don't partake in none of it no more. At the same time though, at the same time I tell anybody right now, if that's what you do what you to it though. But in the day, we all make choices though. At the end of the day, it's written on my body, ain't to death though on there. But when we do it, you gotta look at everything from what angle it is.
Mm-hmm.
So not everybody go denounce themselves though from me. But when you do it though, it's a personal choice though, what? But also the personal choice you won't get back in it either. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? But the loyalty on the chat part of my body and the color, yes, it's still loyalty there. But
Mm-hmm.
there's no I don't believe in it no more. Cause I see so
Yeah,
many
I
die.
get what you're saying.
I see so many die so much from it though now that
Whoa.
I tell anybody though, I don't believe in nobody carrying the guns no more the way we do no more. I don't believe in none of it no more. It's killing too much in the community though, man. And when you sit there on the outside looking in, that I'm gonna want to tell anybody though, put the guns down, bring the community back though, do it that way. Because we gotta get the community back together before we sit there and make any single strides to make better. We have to get the guns off the street, get these
Mm-hmm.
kids
I
going to
get what
jail
you're
and
saying.
through the centers. But see, also as me raising a child and looking through my doors outside my house is the same hood I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in. So yes, I'm more personal to the streets though now, since I'm on the outside looking in because I'm not doing no more. I won't see nobody that no more.
Oh. So you said that you end up had to leave your home. What what would you describe the relationship between your mother and father now based on those previous instances or that them kicking you out?
Oh, then I had a problem with it then. But see now, my mom and daddy look at me now and say, man, my son's an author now. He raised his daughter by himself. Now I see the hard, tough love then. It matters now because that's the same thing that got me through life to look at it and say, hold on, I had to make my own choices though I heard. So I respect everything my daddy did and my mama did though on that part. I respect everything I went through in my life though to
Yeah.
be able to help somebody because as me being who I am now, I can tell anybody though, yeah, everything that you do in life though will come back and get you one way or another. So I respect the hell out of my daddy and my mama for doing what they did with me. But see, also now I'm raising my daughter. In the same world though, they told me that hey, go eat you alive. I heard, if you don't change what you doing, and when you realize that same world gonna kill you, I heard, and then you bringing a princess in this world, you don't want your princess to be exposed to the same world. I heard. So my story with me though, I have to honestly say I respect everything my parents them did because they couldn't take it no more. My mama worrying about it at night, having dreams that her son go die in the streets. So, but then you realize that that's what you gave your parents. So you know what? And then you realize that everything you gave them, though, you know what if it would have happened though? Then I wouldn't be here now. Telling my testimony and writing the books I do now, living the life that I came from.
Yeah, I get you, I get you. So now we're going to take a look at the comment section. Guys, if you're here, give us a shout out. Ask any question you feel to ask to both the guests and me. And also remember to like, share, and subscribe because not gonna lie, it's always good to have a new family member. So I'm a family man, so it's always good to get new family member. Kadian Palmer. I want to say good night from I hope you're enjoying your time at work, even though many of us don't, but I hope you're having a lovely night at work. Present. Dead with love. Our chicken back on on rice, yeah. Yeah, man. No, man, this, me not tell you like chicken back and rice tastes good, but me I tell you, say this a go sweeter than that, man. That story is sweeter than it. Me I tell you, say, this is story of transformation is like a story about a butterfly.
Man.
Come on. Yes, Kemar, hope you're having a lovely night. Yes, blessed and highly favored. Hi, Corey. Big up yourself. Have a wonderful
How you
night.
doing?
Kemar is
Hey,
saying hi, Corey.
how you doing?
Big up me G. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Enough respect. Angela, come on. Yes, yes, guys. Lovely to be here. Big up yourself, Timo. You know, wonderful guest last week. You know, I really love the fact that you've learned from your parents tough love. You know, many of times you actually take, sometimes it hurts the parents more, because it's the emotional pain that they're feeling. We might not see it physically, because we can see when people, tired, angry, and we might see it, But sometimes when we're hurt emotionally, you feel a level of pain and you can't see it. Sometimes them sound angry and so sometimes even me know say even when they kick you out sometimes, they even your mother all goodly ball and pray and hope say you find the path as soon as possible. Because it's hard, sometimes. Me know say it's hard for parents more while if you see the pitney them I go the wrong way and all you draw them.
Yeah, when you do tough love, I heard it makes you respect life a whole lot differently though too. You see, a lot of parents have that tough love on their kids. Average kids will be running the streets the way they do though. 'Cause most parents want to be friends with their kids and think it's cool. That's cool
Mm-hmm.
and all though, but tough love makes you grow up though. It makes you really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it once you get past what you got going on, what you dealing with though. And I heard you finally see the tough love. I tell my daughter all the time, Daddy loves you. I'm hard on you, but I love you though. It's from a good place though. But see, when you hard on your kids, it makes your kids respect you more in the long term. Also, your appreciation for life in the long term. Once you
Mm-hmm.
finally see what your parents were saying, like I can talk to my parents now. They read my books, they like, man, though, I can't believe all that stuff you went through. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but at the same time, though, I went through it, but I'm blessed to still be here now
Mm-hmm.
to live through it though.
So I was curious about a statement that you said earlier. You said that you end up not you're a single father. That really stood out to me. Because
Yeah,
the typical story is single mother.
right.
That's the main story you hear. But what was the relationship like between you and Samaya's mother that caused the separation, that caused you to be a single father?
Hey, that's a great question though, man. It's funny how you ask that question because honestly, when my daughter was born, you already know in your mind that you go end up raising your child by yourself, and it's gonna be some type of way, shape, form, or fashion you gonna get your child. See, I already knew that I'm gonna end up having my daughter at some point in time. Did I know when? Because who her mother was, I knew that it was gonna happen. But I had to get my life together first to get her. Cause see, I got out of jail. My daughter was born. I got locked up in June, turned 21 days. Got out in July, went for custody of my daughter at first. Fresh out of jail and everything. Go for custody and everything. Oh, it didn't work out that way. Then, but when they told me in 2016, 2017 that they gonna get both sides right here, my life, my record against her mother's. Like I told the judge, I said, "Hey, yes, I've been out here in the streets. Yes, I know it. Give me a 1 year with my daughter. I guarantee you, I put my daughter in a better place than with her mother." And 14 months later, I got custody. You know, because to the court system, though, the record didn't matter no more. It's best interest of my daughter. And now I'm a businessman and everything else now. So it doesn't matter. The single father was gonna happen. I kept on having dreams when she was first born on my dude. I'm gonna have my daughter full time. But as a man going after a child in the court system, it's a battle. And now, with her mother, she sees her mother time to time. It's up to what I'm saying, my daughter now, more or less than it is me, because it's not about me no more. It's about my daughter. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
get what you're saying. Yes. So another thing that strike me, you went to jail for 31 days. What was it like? Like, whoa. We know, say, you go through all of that. So you have to pay for what you did in the past. But what was it like those 31? You see, they even remember the specific amount of days.
Hey, I remember because last time I went to jail. So I remember that like the back of my hand. Because last time I went to jail, them last time sitting there, I thought it was 6 years though. Honestly though, I thought it was a give me. I had $30,000 bond though, and really I wasn't supposed to get out.
Mm-hmm.
But God, what I'm saying, my family, I still know who paid the bond though. I still never answered no questions on that right there. But hey, I didn't get 6 years though. So hey, but when I realized that I'm about to spend almost 6 years, and they gave me at 31 days, I'm like, hold on, y'all. I gotta figure something out though when I get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to give me 6 years. What? Y'all want to sit there and send me
Mm-hmm.
upstate though. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to go upstate. And I read my state versus Corey Palmer thing so much so, and I look at it, I'm like, damn, they
Mm-hmm.
really had out for me though. You know what? But that made me realize that last time that,
Mm-hmm.
what, I gotta make a different decision than her. And then when I went for my daughter, that
Yeah.
time I lost. But I came back each and every time though after that though with more things though. And being in jail, I don't care nobody say it ain't pretty, man. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing pretty about a 4x8 cell. Ain't nothing pretty about sharing a cell with four other dudes. Ain't nothing pretty about taking a shower though in the jail cell. Ain't nothing pretty about jail food. None of that's good. I don't care nobody say. Ain't nothing about jail a great thing. Besides you getting a lot in a 4x8, you know, 30 pie unit with a bunch of grown men.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if jail was so great, wouldn't all of us want to commit a crime to get in? Because if it's greater than way in life or where I live, you know what?
Right. But hey, some of us out here act like it's great to go to jail back and forth. Though. I know quite a bit of homies though that act like going to jail was a fun thing to do. I'm like, nah, not for me.
Mhm. But the thing, whoa, like I'm really interested. Like 31 days, you count down the days, you see that 6 years, God bless you and take you out. And you decide, all right, no sir,
Right.
me have to come out with a plan. Me can't come in as this person. It's like you come in as Saul and decide to step out as Paul.
But see, when you realize that you got blessed, when you sit
Mm-hmm.
there and walk out indoors, like for me, I had my daughter. See, my daughter was already born when I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? When I got locked up in June, I already knew though, like, okay, I could be facing this time. So when I got out of there, I went after my daughter. I had to. But see, that's why I kept on fighting. Because see, somebody like me, I knew I had to fight to get my daughter. Because when I got her full time, When
Mm-hmm.
I did finally get her though, I was almost going close to going back to jail or be dead at the time. I
Mm-hmm.
got her because I was moving too quick with the drugs I was moving not too long
Mm-hmm.
ago.
Yeah.
But when I got her this last time, when I got her full time though, I realized I told myself, say, hey, you blessed though, man. That's when last year I started writing my book though, my first book about my life and telling people, hey, I'm not ashamed of nothing I ever done or anything because I'm blessed to still be here. I'm blessed to talk to people. I'm not ashamed of it or anything about it. I feel bad about though because God gave me a chance and numerous chances though to get right, and I finally got it right though. And I'm humbled enough
Yeah.
to say that at 35 years old, I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm happy. I'm actually doing what God intended me to do as a man. Thank you, man.
Well said, well said. You see, sometimes in life, sometimes we have to get some box in our face, realize, and
Man,
wake up out of that sleep that we are asleep. And
man,
what I really realized and really liked about your story, you didn't receive your daughters in full custody until you finally decided that you're going to sort out your life to
right.
live the purpose that was inside of you.
But see, God had it planned out though because, like I said, my daughter was born. I knew that this is my way to change my life though. It. Like I said, my family, everybody knew that my daughter would come to me, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how. And we going through everything I've been through with my daughter. It pays dividends so to really truly be humble enough to say that, God
Yeah,
intended this to be the toughest road to get your life together is through your daughter. You see, I see it now because now my daughter is 7 years old looking at me like, man, daddy, you right. But see, like I told my daughter though, your relationship with your mother is your relationship with your mother. Me and your mother would
mm-hmm.
never ever be able to understand each other to no level to disagree to agree. But you're 7. Whatever relationship you have with her, that's you. Now I want you to have a relationship with your mother. But way things set up with me and her mother, it can't be there is no I'm sorry nothing like it can really help the situation because what we came from as a Bonnie and Clyde couple to have a baby in this situation, I can't I can't go back to the old Corey to let alone break down all them walls to come to the new Corey now because where I'm at now, I'm at peace though. I'm happy though. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't go to a road with her mother though to really that's all between her and God and me and God at the end of the day because forgiveness, I forgive you. But as a unit, that's a whole thing that God in the end of the road, God's path may show us at the end of the day.
So someone is saying, talk truth, sir Corey. Yeah, man, you're being 100% real, and that's
Yeah.
what I love about you, what you're saying. The thing is, you are basically placing like that picture on your wall. You basically are place your story upon the wall
Yeah.
for read it and be inspired. I love that. So
Yeah.
someone is saying sometimes we have to go through a tough experience to find our purpose in life.
Hey, amen on that one. That is true. Because
Hmm.
if I didn't go through what I went through in my life, though, I wouldn't be able to sit there and raise my daughter the way I do. And I wouldn't be able to sit there and have the books out there and have the story and testimony because not too many people has the experience in life that I have.
Mm.
And I'm very humble to the fact that I know where I came from. And to know what you come from is to accept what you come from. Cause see, my pastor told me about 6 months ago, you can walk out your front door and face your fear and face what you done and tell the world though you have no fear no more. I can walk out there and tell anybody. I got 6 books out there. My life, my story is written in all my books. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not ashamed of anything I ever went through out here because once you experience it, it's your testimony to either live it, deal with it, go through it, or act like it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I tell you every day, it's tattooed on my body.
Mm-hmm.
One, I can't get away from the fact being that it's covered, my body's covered in ink, my story's covered on my body. I can't get away from that. I'm not gonna pay that money to get it off my body. So it's one thing when anybody see me and talk to me, it's written all over my body. So when
Yeah.
somebody asks questions, I tell you, yes, I've been through that lifestyle. What am I doing now? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Then people see these stories like, oh man, that's your daughter? Man, it's good to be a father. I'm a single father. They're like, oh, why I'm sorry. Like, why be sorry for it and tell me that I'm a single father? Why you sorry? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's what I do though. It's a lifestyle, it's a job, it's a
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're
forever
saying.
path.
Wonderful. Yes. God know me the right, that's why I respect every word where I say. Every single word where I say, me respect it. Because the level of pain and the level of transformation is not like they know what me like about your story. It's not like you just get up tomorrow morning and everything in your life change. You
Nah,
had to go through the stages.
and still go through it. I still live in the same hood I grew up in. I walk outside my door, same gunshots, those same stuff going on every day in my life. So I walk
Mhm.
outside to the same thing I grew up in and live through it every single day. And that's one thing to live through what you go through. I can walk outside right there and the blood's still on the block, drugs still on the block, shooting still on the block. Same thing been going on for years. But when I walk inside my house, my daughter's at peace though. You know what? We don't walk out the front door no more. I park my car in the back. So when I walk out my back door, all I see is the back of these houses, all right? I don't worry about the front door no more. Go out the back door. Know why I say it for? I walk out the back door, I see my car. I see nobody around me. My daughter don't realize what's going on in the front of the house. It's the same house. When I say it in perspective though, meaning the front door, you see everything. But even though it's the same house, you walk out that back door, my daughter don't see half the stuff that goes over the front. Then going in the back alley. So we walk out that back door to my car. She see Daddy got a
Mhm.
car, his business, his books, his shirts, his earrings he sell. We walking in my car. She don't play in the front. She plays in the back. So everything she sees is positive in the back. She never realized at the front door though, somebody got shot down the street though 2 weeks ago. 4 houses down. 4 year old got killed. She don't know that. All she knows she's playing in the back with her bike. She running around the backyard playing, picking flowers back there. Same house, but that back door shields my daughter from everything going in the front though. It's crazy when I say that, but that's how true it is because our front door, so much goes on at that front door. I don't park my car no more in the front, park my car in the back of my house. So we walk outside, she sees the flowers, everything in the back, don't not think about what's going on in the front. But she don't know half the stuff that goes on the street she never see. We walk out that back door, and that's what concept I use in life though with her. Because if I brought my business to the front door of my house, you got every dude around there watching what you're doing. Now, people watching Corey's house. People watching Corey doing this, doing that. No, that's not a smart thing to do with my daughter.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get away from that right there. So I created the back, go out the back, do it that way. So that concept, my daughter never had to worry when we come home like we did tonight from a vendor event. Go to the back of the house, come
Mhm.
home, we in the house.
The funny thing about this, it's like, the thing was say, them say great minds think alike. It's like you've read my mind that I was about to ask how you grew your daughter because you just answered the question.
Right. Because why I say it for because I gotta watch out for her as much
Mm-hmm.
as I can watch out for myself. And when I started running my own business and doing everything I do now, the books and everything, I can't do it
Mm-hmm.
out front of my house though because everybody's outside watching. The same hood, I still live in the same hood. So everybody's still outside. It's October. It's still warm outside. People still on the block. People still
Mm-hmm.
watch. So guess what? Go through the back of the house. Nobody sees you back there. So when it happens that way, my daughter doesn't have to worry when we come home and she fell asleep in the car on the way back home. Woke up, hey, we at home. Are we at home, Daddy? Yeah, walk in the back of the house like what's done. Came in, got on the show with y'all, and had a whole vendor event the whole day long. But then outside of my house, though, my daughter had to worry about anything. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I do everything. And plus, with the way I do it, that's you have to shield your kids, though. You have to shield your kids from everything because if you don't know, your kids will get exposed to everything. So as a parent, you have to make sure no matter what's around your child, but what she has or he or she has is key and right in front of them. You can isolate them all day long. It's your choice, so do as a parent. Once you shield them from it, though, you also shielding yourself from the same thing that you don't want to get yourself exposed to.
Mm-hmm. So someone is asking. So we're going to take the rest of the question for the night from the viewers. So viewers, now is your chance to get all your question answered. All he is all yours right now. So you can ask away. Don't be shy. As we had a comment that said, "How did you get Amayah to write a book?"
Okay. Funny story with that, though, right? We were sitting there here on the same couch we're sitting on right now. We were sitting downstairs, and she was like, Daddy, I want to write a book. I'm like, Are you serious? Like, yeah. I want to let everybody know that you raised me and I can finally tell my story now. I said, okay, let's go on and write it out. She was like, Daddy, I'm serious. So we did it though, and she was like, I want to let everybody know that my daddy raised me since I was 3 years old. I can talk about my story then. I'm 7 now, Daddy. I said, okay. So we wrote the story out. And that's how it came because she could tell everybody herself that Daddy raised her. She was 3 years old. No longer me telling everybody. Then you tell everybody. It's your story,
Mm-hmm.
baby. And that's how it really came about, though. Honestly,
Yeah. Whoa. You see, you just lead by example and they will follow.
true.
Another question. Does Amaya do book signings too?
Yes and no. Like we had a vendor today. She was selling the books today. Like
Uh-huh.
her being 7, she's still scared. Still nervous though. So she does it, but she don't do it. But right now, we working on it. She's 7 years old, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
new for her. And plus, like you said, I let her take her time with it. She tell you, "Here's my book to read to you," but her want to sign the book. She's like, "No, Daddy, you sign it for me." That's natural though. She's 7 though, so
Mm-hmm. So I'm just asking if you have your question for the viewers prepared for the giveaway of your book.
yes. Matter of fact, I can give away all my books. If somebody want any of my books though, they on Amazon. All my books, I give away all my books if I have to. You know, all 6 of them. Like any giveaway, I sponsor any of my books to give away.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to ask them a question about what we've been talking about, and the person who gets it right get one of your books.
Yes.
So so you can ask the question right now. Guys, get your wait. Guys, may I give them a little time to get them finger ready. Go run guys the kitchen, drink some water if you're kinda too nervous. If you kinda feel little drowsy, stretch out the laziness cause this time is your chance to learn from a man that got his life transformed. Learn how to get your transformation. Guys, type in the comment and let me know that you're ready. Cause I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's see. Questions for anybody. How long did I spend in jail before I changed my life around? How many days was it?
So his question of the night is, how long did he spend in jail before he turned his life around? to get the amazing book. Me not want you to miss what you say. How long did he spend in jail before he turned his life around? Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, yeah.
Close,
Right.
close, 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 close. Let's see. Want to ask another question?
Mm.
31. Yep. All right.
Whoa!
You got it.
You come like with that people, Alice, man.
Yes.
You
You
were
got it.
off by 10. You were off by 10. Close, but off by 10. Yo, Latisha, congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations to the win. Oh my God. You're brilliant, man. You see it? That's why, when we did it, when we in a class, and so always good to listen. So, is there anything you want to leave with the viewers tonight?
Well, I appreciate everybody listening in on me. I'm also on Amazon. I have 6 books that I do talking about my life, talking about my daughter's life, talking about Black Lives Matter. Um, Search Corey Palmer on Amazon, author Corey Palmer's page. Also, check me out on Instagram, favorite big homie underscore 85 on IG as well. And what can I say to everybody? Thank you. You know what? Let me tell my story though, man, and I appreciate everything. It's a blessing though because to be able to share with people that what I've been through and everything, to see life now as a transformation and as a testimony, and to have my books to be able to share my story and inspire somebody. If I inspire one person, I inspire one. Just let people know at the end of the day, we can change our life for good, bad, whatever choice we make though. But in the day, we gotta live with every single thing we do. And we can go there and lay ourselves to sleep at night and be okay with it, then we did the right thing. We can't lay ourselves to sleep at night, we ain't okay with it though. Not saying that I still to this very day though, man, have
Mhm.
those same dreams and thoughts of being out here. Yes, I wrote about it though. It's on my body. I think about it. And when I say it though, I gotta live through a whole lot of things in my head. I gotta live through a whole lot of things and choices I made. But the biggest blessing I got though is I look at my daughter and say, man, I actually made it. So that's why I say, we got kids, love our kids though, man. It's the most important thing we got though. At the end of the day, a kid can make your life that much better. You just realize how important your kids are to you.
Mhm. Whoa. Brilliant words to leave us with tonight. Latisha, I hope you didn't forget your winner's speech because enough time when we win prize and we have to do a speech, we have to say, I thank my mother for bringing me here. So we want you to type in the comment your winner's speech, thanking everyone who helped you on this journey to success.
Can't
So
wait.
while Latisha is typing of her winner's speech, where could we contact you? Where
Uh,
can we contact you?
well, I'm on Facebook, Corey Palmer. My author page, author Corey Palmer. Then I also got my business page, my Nubian earrings with Corey. I do the earrings as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then my email, Corey.Palmer85 at yahoo.com. Louisville Boy 85 at gmail.com. And then my Instagram, favorite underscore big underscore homie 85 on IG. And I'm on Snapchat though too. So anybody want to
Mm-hmm.
do Snapchat though, one or two.
Yeah, man. Guys, don't worry yourself. We'll have it in the description and thing. What it was really my pleasure to have
Thank
you here with us tonight. Your story had transformed, you see it? Has transformed how I look at life. It's like first I had a 2020 vision, but my vision just spiked because we don't know. It's like you see the world differently. You know, you have a good vision and thing until somebody else make you start think differently, you know. And sometimes when you get a new way of look on life, it's like you get a new vision. Right now, I feel like if you just
you. Hey, vision, like you
life
said, though,
throwing up
Mark.
at me, I feel like I can knock it out. Sing
Hey,
instantly. I feel motivated. I'm ready to take on life challenge. Me
hey,
not tell
listen.
lie.
People got motivation though, man. They got to. And one thing with that though, you motivated me, man. Just like being able to tell people though, and be able to just talk, my story out, and let people see the change I heard. Though, that's what God's plan I heard for all of us anyway. Though, is to be able to help somebody else out. Though, you know what? Whichever way you help somebody, though, you know what? And this is a blessing, man. Most definitely, man.
Mm-hmm. That with love speak. Your story transformed my whole view on life. Me things are me one. You see it? It's like you give a clearer vision. Not the water would look dirty first, but is you just filter water now. We can drink water, you know.
Hey, I'm thank you, thank
Thanks for being here. Maybe next time we'll get to meet. Let's meet Maya. Yes.
you. Yes,
I'm looking
that was
forward to
that was
that
the
day.
plan though too. But when we came in though, we had the vendor been earlier. She was like, "Daddy, I'm tired." So she went. She ate her hamburgers from White Castle with no shirt.
Oh,
She in the bed though, and I thought she was gonna be on here with me, but we had the vendor been from 12 to 8 o'clock today. So you gotta think though, with a 7-year old being out with you all day selling books and shirts and earrings.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely though. She was definitely retired.
Mhm. Motivating testimony indeed. Yes, I agree 100%. Corey, thank you for sharing your strength and perseverance. Your story covers a journey indeed, and you were patient through the challenges. I have appreciation for you as a person. Thank you for sharing with us. Looking forward to read your book. Hashtag stay strong, fam. There is so much to learn from all you have said.
Thank you, thank you. Means a lot
Thanks for
though.
sharing.
Y'all welcome. Thank y'all for listening though, because it's a blessing to tell somebody what you go through and be able to help somebody at the same time. To be able to sit there and live through it and still be able to sit there and look at yourself and say, "Hey, thank you, God." Because every day I'm humble and blessed every day, and I'm not ashamed to say it though. I know that without God and with everything, I wouldn't be where I'm at anyway. There's no
Mhm.
way I couldn't do it without Him, and it's just a blessing though. And most definitely, thank you though, man. For interviewing me though, and shining a light on things though, man. Most definitely, though, man.
The
Means a lot
pleasure
to me.
is all mine. God, me not telling lie. Me ask you question, but you hit me with the inside. You share that knowledge that you had. Wow. Thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine. It was a blessing indeed to talk to you.
Yeah,
I hope you have a great night.
you too as well though. Most definitely though. And I'm sitting there tired. Like I said, I've been going since 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock this morning though, right? So like I
Mhm.
literally, like I said, I came in from the event to get on the computer though. I'm like, man, I was glad y'all was an hour behind me though too, because I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for that hour behind
Mhm. I want you guys to remember that we're accepting donations to the TalkTruth series because we're trying to make it bigger and better for you guys so we can continue to inspire you guys because I'm really happy to have people here to inspire us and me tell you say you inspire me tonight And we know that there are people listening out there that are inspired. So we just want to get it larger. We want to reach everybody because there are people out there that really need to hear this message. So guys, we're accepting sponsorship. And thank you very much for coming here tonight. Like, God, right now, me can go on my bed smiling and sleep like a champion.
Man.
So we're accepting gifts. We'll be unboxing live as soon as we receive the light we bought with their gifts. Yeah, man, we're gonna do unboxing. We're gonna show you how the magic really happened. And thank you very much, Mr. Corey, for being here. Thank you. I'm inspired. Me I go sleep with a big smile on my face.
Man,
Thank you
praise
very much.
praise.
Have a wonderful night.
You too as well. Thank you again, though, man. Blessings, man. Appreciate
Yes, guys, enjoy the rest of the night. Remember, Tuesdays business talk, Thursdays girls talk, and Saturdays men connection. Thank you very much and have a wonderful, great Saturday night and also a wonderful week to come. Enjoy the rest of the night.